Hello everybody, welcome to Nelly's kitchen. Today we're gonna make zucchini and potato soup. It's really healthy and it's gluten-free. So let's start with the ingredients. Here we have 1.5 large chopped onions, one green bell pepper, small green bell pepper chopped, a little bit of garlic chopped, and a handful of fresh basil. Here we have about 8 to 9 medium-sized potatoes cut into small pieces. Here we have about 9 to 11 zucchinis. It's a really large bowl, it's kind of heavy. Here we have chicken base. You can also use 4 cups of chicken broth as well, but I'm going to use this chicken base and then just add 4 cups of water. Then here we have a cup of milk. 3/4 of it is whole milk and 1/4 of it is half and half. And then for spices, we are going to use half a teaspoon of rosemary, half a teaspoon of thyme, and a 1/4 teaspoon of white pepper. And then we're also going to use about half a cup of shredded parmesan cheese. So the first thing we're going to do is get a pot, put some vegetable oil in it, or coconut oil, or butter, or whatever. And what we're going to do is we're going to cook these veggies here in there, and also add the spices in there as well. So let's add those in. So here I added the veggies, and now I'm going to add the spice in there. So it's half a teaspoon of thyme, half a teaspoon of rosemary, and a 1/4 of teaspoon of white pepper. And let's just stir that until the veggies are cooked and the onion starts turning clear. And you start smelling the veggies to be really aromatic. So let's cook this for about 5 minutes. Okay. Alright, as you can see, the onions and the vegetables are cooked or partially soft. So what we're going to do now is add the potatoes and stir it in and let it cook for like about 3 to 5 minutes. Alright. And after the potato has been cooked for about 3 to 5 minutes, we'll add the zucchini in there. And it looks like it's going to overflow. So what we're going to do is we're going to transfer all these vegetables into a large soup pot or stock pot. So here we have 4 cups of water boiling. And as soon as the water starts boiling, I'm going to add the chicken base in there according to instructions. So we'll let this boil a little bit, and we'll let these potatoes cook a little bit, and then we're going to add the zucchini. Alright, so it's been cooking for about 3 to 5 minutes. Now we're going to add this whole bowl of zucchini. So hopefully let's fit in there. And as you may know, you can see, I used green and yellow zucchini in here, and also threw in a little bit of summer squash. So let me try to stir this a little bit. And as it's been cooked for about another 3 to 5 minutes, we'll just add this to this pot here, in which a little bit I'm going to add some chicken base in it. So here we have the water, and I added about 5 teaspoons of the chicken base, and the water is boiling. So what we're going to do is add these veggies here into the stock pot. So let me fast forward a little bit. Alright, so all the veggies are in this stock pot. It's going to be a large pot of soup, but that's okay. I'm cooking this for a party. So as soon as you see the water here boiling, you want to simmer it down. You want to turn the heat low and let it simmer for about an hour. if not an hour and a half, depending on the veggies. I used large zucchinis, so they are a little tougher than the young zucchinis, so they take a little longer to cook. And also, as well, if you're using older zucchinis, you may want to cut out all the seeds, because the seeds gets to be really tough. So, you know, it's up to you. You make the choice. When you open the zucchini and you feel that the seeds are too rough, or you don't want it in there, just cut it out. But if you feel that it's soft and it's going to melt off, just like this one right here, then it's okay to leave it in there. So yes, so the water is boiling here. You cannot see it, but you'll see it here in a little bit soon. And then you want to turn the heat down and let it simmer for about an hour and a half. So we'll go and get back to then. Okay, so right now it's been about 50 minutes, and it looks like the vegetables are soft and tender. So what we're going to do now is turn off the heat and let it cool down for about half an hour, 45 minutes or so we can blend this mixture in a blender. Or if you have a hand mixer, you can use that as well. So let's let it cool down a little bit. Alright, so the soup has cooled down a little bit, and we're going to use this nifty hand mixer that I bought over at Amazon. It's a really cool tool. And what we're going to do is we're going to blend all the vegetables until it's pureed and creamy. Okay? Oops. Yeah. Be careful when you lift this out, because it's going to splatter all over you. Alright, it's starting to get creamy. Alright, I'm going to fast forward a little bit here. Alright, as you can see, the vegetables are blended until creamy. So we're going to turn the heat back on to medium, and we're going to pour the cup of milk in it and stir it a little bit, and then we're going to pour the half of cup of Parmesan cheese. So here's the cheese. And we're gonna mix it a little bit, and then we want the heat or the soup to be heated through, not boiled all the way, and your soup is ready. Okay, the soup is heated through, so now we're gonna serve ourselves our bowl. Okay. So the soup is looking really creamy, healthy, and yummy. So serve ourselves one bowl here. Okay. And this is optional. You can add fresh dill or dried dill. So I'm just going to sprinkle it a little bit, and there you have it, folks. Creamy zucchini potato soup. Enjoy!